Welcome to Outside the Vault. I'm Tressel.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Ben.
And today we are doing our top 5 scores in film history.
So what we can do is maybe each give our number 5 and work our way up. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
Okay, let's start with you, Ben. Actually, let's start with Tressel. Sorry, you smiled too much when I said yes.
You took the rug out from under me.
Tressel, give us yours.
So I actually have 2 honorable mentions because they felt too childish to be in my actual top 5. So I'll start with my honorable mentions and get into my 5th right after that. For my first honorable mention, I have How to Train Your Dragon. I think the score of that is amazing and it's easy to listen to. My second one is kind of cheating. I have Mulan, and that is more musical. The reason I chose that one is because after they pull up to the first battle scene, no more music the rest of the film. And I think that is an extremely powerful choice from a directing standpoint, even though it's a kid's animated film, because it just shows how serious the wars were and how they became so locked in after that.
That's interesting. So one of your honorable mentions for a score, and I can't blame you because it's not in your top 5. One of your honorable mentions is the lack of score for the second half of the film.
Well, you'll be surprised to hear what my number 5 is, because that plays along with that as well. It's No Country for Old Men. No score in the movie whatsoever is just as powerful as having an amazing score, in my opinion.
Wow, we are already going out there with that. That's an interesting and great take. I agree. Not having a score was really good for that movie.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's
so
how I
credit
feel.
to no one for No Country for Old Men soundtrack. All right. I have a few honorable mentions because I was sitting here and thinking of all the great scores that I didn't include. So I have 4 honorable mentions: Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Interstellar, and a movie I just watched recently, Elevator to the Gallows. Its score was...
You're not going to remember the score in a couple weeks, Ben.
But I am, because it was a Miles Davis score, jazz score. And it's so memorable because you're like, oh my goodness, it's Miles Davis. I didn't remember really what happened in the movie that much,
it's
but
recency bias.
the score. So yeah, that was actually in my top 5, but I removed it when I thought of one that was more impactful in my life. So my number 5 overall is Finding Nemo.
Wow. Well, the transcendent, like, dun, dun, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
very peaceful.
And it's just like the whole movie is beautiful because it has the ocean scenery,
Yes.
and you need like the soundtrack to just like show the magnitude of the ocean. I think it does it really well.
Yes. My number 5. What did you have? My number 5. Guess it. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the soundtrack.
That's a
I
good
just
soundtrack.
recently watched the trilogy. This is not recency bias, unlike
It
Ben's
is,
Gallows.
but he'll try to argue it's not.
This is considered one of the best ones, and I think they're right. It's just such, like, this is one of the best soundtracks that Disney has provided for us. Is this Hans? I should know this. Either way, I feel like I got to give credit to this. But yeah, just such a good soundtrack that fits the aura of the film, which is action adventure. Yeah, it was Hans Zimmer and Klaus Bedell, however you say that, Klaus. So what's your number 4?
My number 4 is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. That's a little low for some people, I'm assuming, but that after I watched that movie for the first time, that was stuck in my head for the next 2 weeks. Just the whole score, and you see it in so many films now, even that it's just so related. Like, you can call back to it so easily. And when you hear that like whistle note in the background, they'll do it in a movie. Yes, it's in the Lego Movie. It's in so many movies nowadays, even that it's one of the most influential scores in my opinion. So it has to be on my top 5.
I need to change my list
That's
now.
good.
How did I forget The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
That's good.
That's not on my top 5.
That's insane. What's your
I
number
know.
4?
My number 4 is The Godfather.
Mm.
Just classic.
Yeah, it's good.
What can be said that hasn't been said? Nothing. So that's my number 4.
My number 4 is, okay, you have to guess it again.
Jurassic Park.
It's so I can't not hear that when I see dinosaurs. It's just, I'm picking scores that are more fun for me. Maybe that's kind of the route that I'm going. So what's yours?
So my number 3, it's kind of it's a franchise as a whole. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I did the Lord of the Rings / Hobbit franchises. That scores. I remember watching Hobbit as a kid and not caring about scores and learning it on instruments just because of how much I liked them. I asked for a penny whistle for Christmas just so I could play it. So the score obviously means a lot that way to me, but I also just think it's a fantastic score in general.
Howard Shore.
Yeah.
Great composition there.
What's your number 4?
Or my number 3. My number 3 is One Car Wise, In the Mood for Love.
Did you watch that last night?
No, I watched it a couple years ago. It has an extremely memorable, somewhat repetitive, but soundtrack. I mean, just a great movie overall, but really, really amazing soundtrack. Good refrains. I love it. Kissos.
My number 3 is, guess it, ready? Banana no.
Okay, I don't got it.
It's not The Mandalorian. I'm just joking. Mine is Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
I love Yojimbo and
Yojimbo has
Sanjuro
good-
soundtracks.
yeah.
Akira Kurosawa's, and it's just, I mean, there's much more than that's just the first track in the album. So yeah, wonderful, and it's like just like Japanese style old. That's all I got.
My number 2 is a pretty modern movie, so it might be a boring answer, but I have Interstellar as my number 2. I just think with how the Cornfield Chase song, all of those, they're so climactic songs that they all build up. Every single one builds up the scenes that they're in, and I think that movie could have been way worse without having a great score as it did. So Interstellar is my number 2.
My number 2 is Lord of the Rings.
Covered.
For all the reasons Tressel said that it was great, I agree.
Yeah. My number 2 is, all right, ready? Wait, I'm trying to remember it now. This is sad because this is my number 2 and I can't remember it. Dun 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 dun. Neither of you guys have maybe seen My Neighbor Totoro.
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Then that's my apologies. It is one of the most influential soundtracks in my life because I remember we listened to that or we watched that movie on our honeymoon, and my wife and I. That's who I mean by we, not me and a stranger on my honeymoon. And it was, just very personal. Nothing else to say. But I remember being surprised by how good it was. I was like, "Whoa, where did this come from?" There was a lot of gust in that whoa.
Yeah, so my number 1, I feel like it's not much of a surprise. It's maybe one of the most influential scores ever. It's been replayed over and over, but it's heard by many. And da 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 da. Can you guess?
I think it's I don't know.
It's Star Wars. Did a pretty bad job at that, but it is Star Wars. I mean, I think enough has been said about Star Wars to know everyone knows the score from Star Wars, whether you've seen the movies or not. It's part of American history at this point, I feel like. But yeah, it's the old space opera.
Good pick. Very good pick.
My number 1 is a movie that
You watched last night?
you're actually not actually finished it this morning.
Oh my gosh.
It's Taxi Driver.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm serious. There is no
He's serious.
soundtrack score that has influenced my life more than Taxi Driver. It is the score that made me realize that scores were important. It's the only time that I've gone out of my way to listen to a soundtrack score out of watching the movie.
Really? That's
Yeah.
the only time. I listen to soundtracks at least once a day.
I know. I just don't listen to soundtracks.
Yeah, you're
That's
into
probably why I'm
music too
so
much.
bad at these rankings, because like the way to remember them is to go back and like actually listen to them, which I don't really do.
Do you
But-
listen to soundtracks or scores?
I mean scores.
Okay.
Soundtracks. Well, soundtracks you could just seek out the song too.
Yeah.
Is the thing. Like Like I remember when I watched Reservoir Dogs, there was a couple songs that like would play, but I would just like find the song, not necessarily like listen to the Reservoir Dogs. But this is just because like this got me like pushed me into jazz a little bit, pushed me in that direction, and it's just like so iconic. I don't know.
It is iconic. This is one of those,
and it's so unique compared to like a lot of other film scores. So I think that's why I like it.
I mean, this might not be recency bias. Maybe I'm giving you a hard time.
You are, but like
I am. Yeah.
I watched it recently, which confirmed that it's my favorite soundtrack.
Fair enough. Experiment confirmed. My number one is, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah. That one probably should have been on my list.
Oh, it's my number one. I've listened to that soundtrack above others. The trio. They're so good. Like, yeah, so that's the score I've listened to the most, soundtrack I've listened to the most, above any other film ever. Ennio Morricone is the legend, the master, and the zealot of soundtracks, scores, etc.
Etc.
So thank you for being outside the vault with us today. We haven't been outside the vault in a long time. We've grown some big, long beards, and we've changed. We're different men than you knew before. Yeah.
We're a lot more serious now than we used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. So, pardon our demeanors from now on. So with that, let's go back inside the vault.
All right.
Beep, 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 beep.
Tressel gets to come in with us now.